the back and leaves it on the option. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Makes the catch. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Peppers. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Smith wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
On 3rd down, going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, the running back has it. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hagan. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. After another clutch 3rd down conversion, it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and goal for the offense.
Here we go.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Wide open downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it first and 10 from just across the 50. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The handoff to Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here we go, set. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got it behind the line. It's Bachmeier. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Peppers. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Smith dropping to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With the catch, it's Hale. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Military stunt.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Peppers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running in between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Smith wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in, it's Hagan. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cougars. And the punishment has been extended. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
To the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now facing a third and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And now on second down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's got it again. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the back. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Smith wants to throw. Floating away. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Catch in the middle, it's Hagan. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. BYU with the 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll return it. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Powers through. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He'll try to do it himself. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He'll do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains.
Timeout, BYU.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cougars will hustle to the line. They'll run the option. The pitch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he's going to try to return this one. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.